It's lunchtime and I'm hungry and it's cold and icky and I want soup. So I break out my Vitamix recipe book and I'm looking for a recipe for asparagus soup. Now they have a nice recipe in here. It calls for 1.5 pounds of asparagus spears, homemade vegetable stock, sea salt, and black pepper. Well, the quantities in here are different than what I have, but we're going to use this as sort of our guideline. We're going to make some asparagus soup, cream of asparagus soup that's dairy-free. If you have a Vitamix, you know that you can cook with your Vitamix. It spins at 28,000 RPMs. That's as fast as a jet engine. And the force of that speed, the blade is going faster than the liquid can move, and that generates heat. So I'm going to start out with cold ingredients, and in 6 minutes, we're going to have a piping hot cream of asparagus soup that is completely dairy-free. The recipe in the Vitamix recipe book calls for homemade vegetable stock. Yeah, I don't make homemade stocks. Sounds good, love to do it, just doesn't work in my life. I don't even usually use canned stock, but I happen to have a can in the cupboard. I prefer using the boxed, but the can was there and it's round and I hate round things, so it's gotta go. I am using Swanson all natural chicken broth. It's 99% fat-free. Don't even remember when I bought this. Going to use 1 can of chicken broth. You could certainly do this vegetarian or vegan and use a vegetable stock. I don't like to use a can opener. They are both sound asleep. That's going to stop now. And they don't like the blender either. Wow, they didn't come in. I'm impressed. So we'll dump in that whole can of stock. We're going to add to that. This is leftover asparagus that I roasted the other night, and I'm not sure how much is here, but it's going in here. So I've got chicken stock, pre-cooked asparagus. I'm going to add a little black pepper, maybe not so little. Love pepper. And I'm going to do something a little alternative for the salt. Instead of adding salt, I'm going to add some salted cashews. This is going to give me a creamier base. It's going to add a little bit of protein to it, and it tastes really, really good. And it's my salt. So I'm going to add a handful, a handful of cashews. I'm going to say, well, let me measure, 1/4 cup measuring cup. So it's less than a 1/4 cup. You could do a whole 1/4 cup if you want. You always want to start at a low speed. Turn it on, turn it up, and then kick it on to high. So that went for about 5 or 6 minutes. I really just check by putting my hands on it to see how hot it is. It's plenty hot. And I have said this in the past, if you expect things to be appetizing, don't buy dishes this shade of green because it makes everything look awful. So there's a lot of green here, but lunch today, cream of asparagus soup that is dairy-free. Yeah, it's the exact same color as that bowl. That is not attractive. But What a terrific way to get a large amount of asparagus into my body. And let's try it out. It needs pepper. Pepper's right here. I am such a pepper freak. I love pepper. As I salivate. Vitamix can make your soup a little bit bubbly from the high rate of speed. To reverse that, just put it on slow speed for about 30 seconds. Speed 1. Homemade, fresh asparagus soup made in the Vitamix blender. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Please subscribe to my videos if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up. Do you have a Vitamix? What are your favorite soup recipes? Yeah, I know everyone loves the tortilla soup. I love the tortilla soup too. This is one of my favorites. I do a tomato basil bisque that is awesome. I have a video for that somewhere. Love getting more veggies in my body. Vitamix is a great way to do it because I'm not just making smoothies, I'm making hot soups. Love you bunches. Talk to you later.